Okay, welcome everybody to today's episode of the show. First of all, I want to say thank you for keep pushing and pushing and pushing the content. I appreciate it. The YouTube is, well, I was going to say it's popping. It's not. It's definitely not popping, but it's popping in comparison to what it was before. The numbers a couple of weeks ago were pretty pathetic. Now we're getting a couple hundred views on each episode, and look, I'm happy. You know, I released what was it 2 days ago, the episode about Trump and Zelensky, 183 views. 6 days ago, 348 views. 9 days ago, 632 views. So that's good. That's better. Okay, in terms of like what I'm used to on my YouTube, that's better. I'm gonna see if there's any more views on me on TikTok. Although to be fair, like I don't have a TikTok. There's a James Terrell Clips page, but I don't like have a TikTok account, so I don't know what they've been doing with that. But I think it's popping too a little bit. But listen, guys, I'm going to talk about a story today, which a lot of you guys who probably agree with me on loads of things are probably going to disagree with me on this. Okay, I'm going to offer up a completely new perspective, something that, to be honest, I didn't even think I thought this way until I started reading the comments on this post on X, and yeah, I think my mind works a little differently to a lot of people, for good or bad, I don't know. But here is a caption, right? Of Daily Mail releases this story. Okay, OnlyFans star Lily Phillips, 23, is now sleeping with elderly men in nursing homes for latest sex stunt. Okay, so this is obviously the girl who was going like, I think she was going like toe to toe with Bonnie Blue, trying to sleep with like 1,000 men, or I don't even know how many. She's sleeping with a lot of people, right? But first of all, she's 23. That's my age. Yeah, that's good. I don't know why you're laughing. You're laughing watching this, aren't you? You got a bad mind. You're sick. You're sick. What I was talking about was that she's my age because she's in the news at 23. That was what I was talking about. She's successful, whatever. But I read the comments, right? Send for the asteroids. What was it? Well, preggers, geez. She's never going to be able to settle down. Just mean things. Just calling her a hoe, right? Just calling her a hoe. Which, look, I get it. And look, I'm not saying that that's not true. She is a hoe. But people have been saying this is disgusting. Someone needs to stop it. All of these things. And like, although I get that it's kind of like degenerate, but let's look at this from a different perspective. I'm going to offer a different way of thinking for you watching this right now. Those old guys, right? Those old men in the elderly, in the nursing homes. No one's thinking about them. Okay, no one's thinking about them. These guys are men who have lived a long time in the. I think this is in the UK. She English? Let me double check. Okay, so Lily Phillips. Oh, English. Okay, so these are English guys, English men who have been serving this country in one way or another, whether through paying taxes or through raising the next generation, or working, I'm sure, loads of jobs that are important to society. Some of them probably serving in the military. And some people on these comments want to deprive them of having a young 23-year-old, a good-looking girl, trying to get a bit of action with them in their old age. Let's think about this like logically, right? Okay, you might not like her. You might think that because she's a sex worker or whatever, or she's doing this on camera, blah blah blah, that she's a bad person. And you can go with that. I don't think she's a bad person. She knows how to make money, and she's doing it the best way she could. Probably not the best long-term thing. Apparently she's pregnant, but I don't know if that's true. But these old guys deserve a bit of action, okay? In fact, this is probably their dying wish. Right? Think of all the times you go to visit your grandparents in a nursing home, which, to be fair, I don't really agree with. I wouldn't want to be putting my grandparents in nursing homes. But either way, you go there, you bring him a cake on his birthday, and he makes a wish and blows out the candles. This is his wish. This is his wish. Okay? You're talking about some fucking 90-year-old guy, right? Probably hasn't been able to, get it, like, up. Oh, fuck it, I'll just say it. Hasn't been able to get it up in a long, long time. And now a hot 23-year-old's come to give him some action? Shame on you for anyone who doesn't support this, okay? Because you're not thinking about you if you were in that position. Look, would I sleep with her now? No. No. If no one knew about it, maybe. That's a different story. But no, she's obviously very promiscuous. She's a whore, all of these things. I get it, right? But if I was 90, I wouldn't give a shit. Wouldn't give a shit. And you can say, oh, well, what about the diseases? The guy's 90 and plus, 90 and some. Okay? I say we let them get to it. Okay? Let them get to it. It's cool. All right? Listen, guys, I wasn't going to do this story, but if you remember at the end of the first podcast I did earlier, which, although these two, we're going to release these on the same day, actually, so maybe you haven't seen it, but essentially what happened, right, was I was talking about Andrew Tate, and I was saying about how, the government's going after him on DeSantis, blah, blah, blah. I've been following this account on Twitter for a long, long time. Well, I say a long, long time, a few months. And funny enough, I even saw this guy at a party in Arizona. This guy goes by the name the Misfit Patriot, right? And look, at the end of the day, I followed him because I like some of the stuff he says. I think that he's, pretty knowledgeable in some topics, and he makes some very, very good points. I don't watch his podcast, although he has a podcast on, appears to be Rumble, I guess called the Misfit Patriot or whatever. Check it out. Go ahead. However, this guy is infected with a disease, right? A syndrome, if you will. And that is Tate derangement syndrome. Okay, this guy, he hates Andrew Tate. And I don't even know if I've ever spoke about Andrew Tate before this situation, but I'm going to do it today. This guy, when I say he talks about him, I mean like he non-stop. And I only clocked onto this. I didn't go out of my way to do this episode. I just kept going through Twitter or X, and I kept going through X. I'm thinking, what the Tate, and I realized it's all this guy either reposting someone about him or posting about him. And there's enough of Tate in the news anyway. Not that I have an issue with that or an issue with that. I'm just saying this guy is obsessed. Okay, so I thought, okay, let me go on his account and let's just count how many times. So today is the what's today? The 6th of March, right? 2025. So I thought, okay, let me go to the 1st of March, and so the last 6 days, and let's count how many times he has tweeted or posted about Andrew Tate. And I counted, right? And before I did this, I thought, okay, he's probably, 20 times? I've probably seen like 10, 15. So maybe let's say there was 20, 25 times. No. This guy has posted bad things relating to Andrew Tate 92 times. Do you understand? 92 posts he has fucking said about Andrew Tate. And I mean, it is ridiculous. It is like derangement, obsession, similar to, I guess you'd call the original derangement syndrome, and a much bigger derangement syndrome, which is the Donald Trump derangement syndrome, right? These Trump haters just non-stop talking about him, posting about him, hating on him, accusing him of this, accusing him of that, defending political injustice against Trump. The left do this all the time. And this guy, the Misfit Patriot, has the exact same thing with Andrew Tate. Okay, so I'm gonna go through a few little things, right? A few little things, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a few little bits, right? A few little bits. So these are posts that he has said, relating to Tate in the last 6 days, right? And it is ridiculous. Like, I was scrolling for probably, it took me like half an hour. And I'm, huh? Like, okay, I respect, I respect the dedication to your X account, but fuck me, right? So, and he started going after other people who defend, and it's like, why? Going after Patrick Bet David and his team for what? For interviewing him? The fuck? Okay, so here is, I'm still scrolling, but I'm just trying to get to the bottom of all the ones that I saved of him, right? So, okay, here is the beginning of the post, right? So basically he's saying, this is a picture of Andrew Tate shaking Donald Trump Jr.'s hand. Next to it is a picture of Jeffrey Epstein next to Donald Trump. Basically saying that Anonymous is a fucking TDS loser. This is exactly what I've been warning you about. It doesn't matter if Trump knows Tate. Tate is trying to do exactly what Epstein did. This is why the right need to unfied condemnation, and we need to talk. Basically saying, calling Trump a fucking sex trafficker. A picture is worth 1,000 words because he's shaking hands with him, and yeah, it's just fucking stupid. And then it's basically a post saying Andrew Tate is a self-confessed serial sex trafficker, including minors, sex rapist, including minors, paedophile, convicted tax evader, crypto scammer, drug dealer, MLM fraud, fugitive from justice in the EU, misogynist pimp, virgin hunter. Virgin hunter isn't. I don't see that to be a bad thing, but and then yeah, just bad things. Post. Then he's just going after his. Basically saying, forget the rape and sex trafficking. Anyone who's still wearing a fucking turtleneck in 2025 should be go to jail immediately. I'm not a turtleneck guy, so I can vouch. I agree with him there. And then basically saying sex trafficking, accusing him of being on steroids, because it looks like there's marks on his arm. Although, to be fair, I mean, most people put steroids in their fucking arse cheek. So, I mean, not that I do, but I don't. And then basically share it. So some guy this is funny. In 2023, someone put a post saying that Andrew Tate was a good guy. Then some other page fucking, yeah, so some guy fucking shared it, and he shared it. It's just hating on him. Basically then saying that Andrew Tate is on tape slapping a 15-year-old he pimped out, which I'll show you, by the way. So essentially, actually, before I show you that, so then him saying, Patrick Bet David is kissing his ass. Let me show you this, right? So let me show you this because this is actually. So here's a video, right, of him slapping a girl, and this is allegedly the girl's 15. I don't know if that's true. Apparently he's 25 in this. I don't know, but this is the video, and I'll give you a little. I'll tell you what I think of this video, right, in a second.
Tell me you love me. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. You message one other guy ever again, whether we're together or not. Again, you understand me? Do you understand me? Say it then. Say I understand. Say it like you. Say it again. Say I understand. Show everyone how pretty you are. Get on your knees and show everyone how pretty you are. Look at the camera. Show everyone how pretty you are. Show the camera your tattoo. What does it say?
Tate.
Why does it say Tate?
Because I'm his whore.
You are my whore.
Yes.
Get my pimp stick. Which you're gonna kiss with my hand. Why's your ass got a bruise on it?
Because my daddy hits me.
He hits you?
Yes.
So why would he hit you?
Because I'm his whore and he does as he wants.
Listen, go tell the camera that I beat you and you don't do as I say. Don't say it in English, proper English, no Slovak bull. Say it to the camera.
He beats me.
Okay, so look, here's what I'll say about this. It seemed like the girl likes it. Like, I mean, when he's like, okay, she's covering her face, right? But you know, she like giggles, and it's like, let me record. Like, I don't know, why would she not be running away? I don't know. It just seems to me like he just hates Tate and is just sharing anything that makes him look bad. And then basically, Tate was on the Patriot David podcast, and actually, you know what? I'll show you this clip. I hope Patrick Bet David lets people share things from his show, because I love Patrick Bet David. I hope he doesn't fucking have this copyrighted so that it can fit into the show, but I'm going to play it anyway. So this is him basically this is him talking about the Jew haters who take it too far. This is the clip.
At the time. And there's a lot of people online who are fervently anti-Jew and are very anti-Semitic. And I know who these people are. And you know these people are. A lot of them. Sometimes,
Kanye West.
Yeah, well, sometimes they have a point of view, and sometimes they just go way too far with it. So I think this whole argument is kind of two-pronged. The first prong is that there are people in the world who blame the Jews for absolutely everything, and that is pathetic. And these people think that they worked out the secret of the world, and they're based, and they blame Jewish people for everything. They're like, oh, but that's the Jews. What is? Race mixing is the Jews. Maybe they're attacking me for supporting race mixing. My dad is black, my mother is white. Why do you think the Israelis called me and told me to say this? It's my upbringing. Or they'll say, oh, but you can't get a girlfriend because the girls have all been subverted by the media. That's the Jews. How did the Jews keep you out the gym? Because your arms are skinny, bro. Like, how did the Jews stop you from being a man they want to fuck? Explain that to me. They go so far with it. And if you try and point this out, you're instantly a Mossad agent. Even I get this. After defending Palestine and risking my life, because they could have locked me back up and I was told not to, they're still not happy with me because I don't go far enough with blaming the rain on the Jews. It rained outside. You didn't have an umbrella. The Jews did it. So there's the psycho side of it. Mm-hmm. But as a rational person who likes to see both sides of the argument, I would also argue it is interesting that it seems the only influence over the American government that we're not scared about or we don't measure is the Israeli influence of the
Right. So basically, this is where I agree with Tate. I fucking said this loads of times. So did the Misfit Patriot. So this is a weird one, because then you've got the Misfit Patriot and Tate agreeing on the same thing. Because Misfit Patriot shares this, saying Andrew Tate just called Myron Gaines, Jake Shoulders, Dan Bilzerian pathetic. But then he says, so they agree there. But then he says, the funniest part is he's only doing it because he's still grifting off MAGA, who is overwhelmingly supportive of Israel. So, whatever. But he agrees with him on that, but then he has to give him a dig, because that's what these people do. That's all they do. They when you have this fucking derangement syndrome against someone, you can't give them any credit for anything. Same way they can't give Trump any credit for anything, and this fucking Misfit Patriot guy's the exact same, right? Then, this is where he calls out Patrick Bet David for supporting Andrew, or not even for supporting him, for not interviewing him the way that he wanted him to. So, Patrick Bet David shares the best, he goes, and the Oscar for Best Actor in Never Ending War goes to, drumroll, Vladimir Zelensky. And then the Misfit Patriot shares that and says, actually, it goes to you for pretending to be objective while interviewing a paedophile and pimp without giving him any pushback. You might as well just have given him a hand job while he answered your softball questions. And it's like, what are you talking about, right? Patrick Bet David asked him questions. No, like he wasn't exactly being his best friend. He was just asking questions. It's an interview. It's a conversation, right? Like, I don't see, like, because what, he didn't start arguing with him, he's given him a hand job? I mean, they asked him about the Jews, and they asked him about fucking, I can't even remember what it was. They asked him about someone else. That was it, parenting. And he said about, obviously, Patrick David is not the type of guy to have multiple, baby mothers, or mothers of children, you would say. And, he is like on board, hands-on, live with your children. And Tate was saying the exact, well, not the exact opposite, but kind of the opposite in terms of like have kids with as many women as you can. And, made a few good points. And Patrick David made a few good points. Like, they had disagreements. Like, because he's not going to fucking attack him and call him a paedophile, even though there's no evidence of that, and then you're saying that Patrick David might as well give him a hand job. It's just, you're a fucking clown. Misfit Patriot for saying that. I don't know his real name. His real name doesn't matter. Misfit Patriot is his brand. And then basically Andrew Tate says, I'm not going to play the clip. But then Andrew Tate basically goes about saying that the Romanian government hasn't beaten him, and how he doesn't have a criminal record anywhere, and basically saying that the whole case is bullshit. It's been 3 years. I haven't been charged. Nothing. Like, haven't even been charged, let alone convicted of anything. And then the Misfit Patriot shares this, saying Andrew Tate has literally been to jail. He has a criminal record, and it's like, but if you knew anything about the Romanian law, which I'd assume you would have by now, obviously if you're going to keep talking about him, it's like, it's fact he doesn't have a criminal record. And it's fact that he went to jail for, and I don't know what it's like in America, but if you're watching this in the UK, it's the equivalent of being, you could actually argue two different things. You could say it's the equivalent of doing 24 hours in a cell, but in Romania, they don't, instead of 24 hours or however long it is in the UK, 48 hours or whatever, and they have to let you go if they don't charge you with something. In Romania, they don't. I think it was six months before they have to charge you with anything, right? So that's one way to look at his prison time in Romania, or you could look at it in another way. There are people in the UK, right, who go to prison on what's called remand, right? So before you go to court, but even then, I think you get charged with something. But even then, even if you was charged, you could go to jail in the UK. You could do a year in prison and then come out with no criminal record. You know that. That's 100% fact, right? I don't know if they have that in the US, but going to prison in Europe and doing time in jail cells doesn't actually mean that you are convicted or guilty of a crime because of how the justice system works. So he's lying there about saying he has a criminal record. Again, this is after and remember this, like every time he says these things, it's like, think about how much time he's dedicated to Andrew Tate. It's kind of sad. Like, I maybe it's just me. Like, but I mean, it's not like okay, if he was talking bad about like a politician who has, who's deciding laws and choosing where the taxpayers' money gets spent, and you have an issue with that, go after him hard. But when you're talking about just some guy who's famous, it's fucked. Okay, then he shares this video of him and this girl who's in lingerie, by the way, before you watch this, basically saying this is proof that he's a woman abuser. I'll show you this video and I will break this down in detail, because when I saw this video, I actually thought something completely different to what I guess these fucking conservative Americans think. But here's this video.
Did I say the word listen? Stupid bitch. Word listen. Did I say the word listen? Stupid bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen? Did I say listen?
No.
Look at the camera. Listen. Did I say the word listen?
Okay. Guys, let me tell you something. And this is going to hurt a lot. This is going to make a lot of fucking Republicans in America triggered, right? And probably a lot of guys triggered. But the girls are going to know exactly what I'm going to say, right? So let's look at the video. There's a camera set up. She's on the bed in lingerie. right? She's in lingerie, like you see that? That's like sexy lingerie, right? He slaps her and has the belt out, and I never thought I would ever be saying this on my. When I first started making videos, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm gonna say it right publicly. Grandma, if you're watching, mum, whoever, turn away now for what I'm gonna say. Cover your ears, la 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 la. Here's the truth, right? Girls find it very, very attractive, and it is a huge turn on to be slapped. I'm sorry. To be slapped and spanked with a belt, I never thought I'd say this, right? But it's the fucking truth. Every single girl, I would argue, every single girl on this fucking planet, right, likes that if done correctly. Or maybe not. I don't like as long as you pick the moment, and like if a girl's in lingerie, that's probably the best time to do it. I promise you, they like it. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't want this to be a fucking show where I started ever talking about like sex acts, but it's the fucking truth, right? And girls, they won't want to admit it. They won't want to admit it, right? Slapping, getting hit with the belt, it again, if done correctly, right? It's the same with choking and hair. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's the same with hair pulling and choking, right? If done at the right time, right? Timing is everything, and technique is everything. I promise you, they love it. Okay. Now, guys like the Misfit Patriot wouldn't get that because he's just a little guy. He's fucking small, short as fuck. Who, and I'm not even tall. So if I'm saying that, trust me, it's true. He's just a guy who probably hasn't, experienced that side of women. Like, and same with a lot of these Republican guys. The guys who hate him and say like the truth is, women don't show that side to them because no women are ever really attracted to them, and their wives have only ever been with them, which is great, but it means that they've only experienced that guy. And when you got these fucking timid little Christian guys, and guys, I'm a Christian by the way, but when you got these like Christian no sex before marriage guys and the one wife, and like they don't get into that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, here's the thing. Most guys will probably tell you. Usually a girl, like, because guys see this, and same way a little 15-year-old kid who's never had any girls before would probably see that and be like, "Well, what the fuck? He's beating each other." Because he doesn't know, because girls haven't shown him that side. But when a girl shows you that, and then another girl shows you, and then you're like, wait, let me try it with this. I'm not saying this is me, but I'm just saying, guys, try it with that guy, and you're like, oh shit, they all fucking love this, right? All the guys who say this is wrong, their wives like it, right? Just not with you. That's why they haven't asked it with you. So yeah, I never thought I'd ever have to fucking say that, by the way. Again, never post about it, never post. Just more and more fucking posts. And then, okay, then here's another one. The same people screaming about Israel protecting paedophiles on the Epstein list, brackets with no proof, are simping for Andrew Tate, a literal paedophile, brackets, massive amount of proof. Can't make this up. Well, if there's so much proof, why hasn't he been charged within 3 years? Why hasn't he been charged? So you've got all this proof, but the government officials don't. Yeah, it's fucking retarded. So fucking retarded. And then here, basically saying, hey guys, great news. The girl that Andrew Tate beat up on camera, not alleged, was only 15 and that's not a child. Few guess we could support this behavior. Again, basically saying that the girl's 15. I don't know. Apparently, no proof for that. Then another one, the Tates might want to get the fuck out of Florida. They picked the wrong state to vacation while waiting for their rape and sex trafficking convictions to come down on them. I mean, there is no convictions, and there's no charges actually. So that's true. Then he tries saying that. Then he tries comparing them to Al Capone, basically saying that the government were looking for crimes on Al Capone because he was guilty of some, therefore they should be doing that to Tate. Interesting. Yeah, then Andrew Tate shares the Matrix is attacking me. Misfit Patriot shares it. Translation, my gaslighting isn't working. Just a load of memes of Tate. And then here, this one's a weird one. Because this is one where I'm like, okay, well, I don't know why you would say this. But yeah, basically Tate, this is him and Candace Owens. Let me show you this clip.
Me, arrest me, perp walk me, put me on the news, tell everyone I'm a human trafficker. You think I'm not versed? You think I'm not ready? I'm a Navy SEAL in this shit. Fucking come get me, raid my house, take my stuff. You think I sleep with a full phone full of evidence? You think I don't wipe my phone every night? You think I'm dumb? Come get me, arrest me, let's do this all over.
Okay, I don't know why you would say that. So he says, Misfit Patriot says, what an odd thing to say. I'm with you on that. That's odd. I don't think he's guilty of anything. Yeah, just more stuff. Basically, keep talking about this Vivian girl. More stuff. I'm just scrolling, by the way, like so long. And then basically, so let me show you this, right? Because he's basically just sharing more things about fucking Tate and this girl Vivian. He keeps talking about this Vivian girl. But the issue is that then Tate then shared this video of Vivian. So let me show you this. So all the things I've just shown you, like the couple of clips and blah blah blah, and the Misfit Patriot keep talking shit about him. Tate then shares this to his Instagram, which is the girl in the videos. So I'll show you. You decide what you think.
Hello everyone. I just wanted to say something about the video that's been.
Hey, you stupid bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen?
Hello everyone. I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw on the video, it's just what we used to do. It was just pure game. He's a great guy. He would never hurt anyone unless he's fighting.
Hi. I'm pretty sure many of you have seen a video of Andrew Tate beating up a woman. I'm pretty sure not so many of you have seen the same woman coming forward with a statement saying it was nothing but a sex play. So here I am again for the second time. Yes, the woman he has beaten up and the same woman who has made a statement is me. So I'm coming forward for the second time to just clarify and let everybody know it was nothing but a sex play. Consensual foreplay that we liked doing, that I was into, that I wanted. It was not abuse. There was no physical domestic violence happening. It was a consensual sex play. This is the second time I'm making this statement because I'm getting sick and tired of being tagged saying I need to come forward again, even though I did. And I don't like seeing injustice of him being called woman beater for the same video that I've already once clarified it was nothing but a sex play. So once again, nothing but a sex play, consensual. Thank you.
If you don't live under a rock, then I'm pretty sure you know that Andrew Tate has been arrested for human trafficking and a rape, which is absolutely absurd, simply for the reasons that it's absolutely false. I have lived with Andrew for years and years, and he would never do anything like this, ever. I've already had to make 2 videos regarding his innocence when it came to him being called a woman beater for a video that got leaked of us two having a little bit of a rough role play. I had to make a video 2 videos in fact, clarifying that he is innocent. And here I am again, coming from somebody who lived with him for years. He is not a human trafficker. He would never rape anybody, and he would certainly never ever human traffic anyone either, including his brother. They would never do such thing. I am just so shocked, and I'm so fed up with all of these lies talking about Andrew, that he's a woman beater, that he's a human trafficker, he's raped somebody. It is so false. It's so false that it's upsetting. Even though we're no longer together, it upsets me because I know the person I have lived with. I know who he is, and he is neither of those things, and he does not deserve any of this coming his way.
Hi guys, so regarding the Tate's arrest, the Romanian prosecutor has added 2 girls to the victim list simply because they were just close to the Tates. The very same 2 girls came forward repeatedly saying that they're no victims, and they even said that to the prosecutor. The prosecutor is just now adding people to the victim list because they're desperate. They don't even have enough evidence to bring it towards in the trial. They're holding him to look for the evidence, and they're using fake people as victims. They have absolutely no evidence. There are no victims. Therefore, there's absolutely 0 crime. The screenshots have been leaked today from the girls who framed Tristan and Andrew from the human trafficking and rape. The very same 2 girls who accused them of these things, the screenshots between them 2 have been leaked today, where they're talking about how they're going to play this, how they're going to frame, they have planned to frame them, and how they're going to do it. There's a discussion, you can see it on the screenshots, where they're saying, are you good actors? Asking each other if they're good actresses, how they're going to let the tear come out and all that kind of stuff, how they're going to get an Oscar for it, how they're going to contact Netflix and Hulu to get the best deal. And not only that, one of the girls also been messaging mother at the same time while she was talking to the other girl, how she is not kidnapped or she's not being human trafficked. And her mother ended up calling the embassy, American embassy, and even her daughter was like, you did it, I didn't tell you to. And she was like, what? Well, then why are you causing all of this like massive problem if you're not being trafficked? Like, why are you causing this massive like a problem with embassy and panic if nothing is happening? And so she's just going to saying like, it's your fault. Like, you can see it in the screenshots because she even herself said in those screenshots, they do not care if I leave. And then mother goes on like, then why are you causing all of this? You can see it all in the screenshots, how she's telling her mother, they don't care if I leave. It's your fault that you call the embassy. Her mother's saying, why are you causing all of this and if there's no problem?
Okay, that's like a 5-minute video I just showed you. 5-minute video. And it's like, look into everything she's saying. I'm just saying. By the way, I don't know any more than you guys, right? But at the same time, people like the Misfit Patriot don't know any more than me. Trust me. And yeah, it's just funny. Like the one person that they keep saying is the proof of attacks, the proof of women abuse, the proof of fucking pedophilia. It's like, why is she making all of these videos when she doesn't have to? Like, one of them was when he was in prison, or 2 of them was when he was in prison. And there's still more. I'm not going to show all of them because it's just fucking loads. She's literally, it's like 7 minutes. And then, I'm just trying to get this. And then basically this is her and Tate afterwards.
Being anti-women.
Andrew Tate coerced women into sexual acts.
Oh, hello. Been a while.
How long?
10 years, I think. Wanna come in? So, what you been up to?
A little bit of jail. You know how it is when you're fighting the Matrix. Your ass has gotten bigger. You've been training.
Look, that's a funny video, man. No, but look, again, my point is, the Misfit Patriot shared this video so many times. I bet he does not want to see, he will not share that video I just showed you. He shared the video of him beating her with the belt fucking 3-4 times he shared that. But this one he won't. And again, like, why is it like the only person whose identity we know has come out like 5, 6, 7 times and then met him again and repeated that video again? It just seems crazy to me. And like, then people's answers, they just have this same sexist answer. So, oh well, she's a woman, so she's stupid, and she got fucking coerced and pressure. It's like she's an adult. Like, can't you just give her can't you just respect a woman who says no, that didn't happen? And then it's like, I've heard this many times about the leaked texts that she spoke about, the American girls, the two women who said that they were victims or whatever, the ones whose identities have been kept private. Why have they, like, they haven't come out, but they're talking about a Netflix deal and this and that? Like, apparently these texts are real. I've not seen them, so I'm not going to say 100%. But it's interesting. It's interesting. And then again, I'm just keep scrolling through the guy's account. He just disses him so many times, and it's just like, the Misfit Patriot needs to stop, because yes, it's probably given a lot of views on his account, a load of impressions, which is great. But once you get a reputation of someone who's got derangement syndrome, which he definitely has, 100% without doubt, people don't respect you as much. People don't respect you, and if I don't respect you, then I'm sure loads of people don't respect you too. Okay, so yeah, find something else to talk. Well, actually, no, don't do what you want. But if I was you, I'd find someone else to talk about. Because you just sound like a fucking crazy leftist. To be fair, you just sound like a liberal who's crying about Trump. It's literally the exact same thing. And it's kind of gay to dedicate that many hours. Again, nothing against actual gay guys. Unless they, actually, I don't really care. But it's gay to dedicate that many hours and not like 92 posts on X. That's fucking gay. That is gay. Okay? You can be a builder, be in construction, you can have a beard, you're still fucking gay, bro. So, yeah. That's basically it. But I do want to make a quick point, because I did see, whilst looking at his account, or maybe it just come up on my feed or anything, the Misfit Patriot has been getting a load of stick, and which is fair, and I'm giving him stick right now, but they've been going after his mother, who's apparently dying of cancer. So, yeah, don't fucking do that, guys. That's not fair. That's not fair. Don't do that. So, sorry to hear that, Misfit Patriot. That is awful. I don't fucking stand with that shit. But this fucking gay shit you're doing, 92 posts about another man, hating on another man. Let me tell you something, quickly. First of all, I'm still shocked that I said about that stuff about the girls, but let me tell you another thing about girls. When a girl sees, and you might not care, but it's just the truth, and girls are very good at identifying things. Girls, their social skills are incredible. Better than men's, 100%. And when a girl sees a man who posts 92 times in 6 days about another guy, she's going to look at the two, and she's going to look and say, which one of these guys would I rather fuck? And it's usually going to be the guy getting shit spoken about, because when you talk bad about a guy and there's really no evidence, and then you've got this girl coming out, like, if a girl reviews this, she's like, girls, by the way, I'm not talking about men, I'm talking about girls who have no skin in the game. They're going to see all of his tweets, and they're going to say, this guy's a fucking gay. And she's probably going to fall in love with Tate. So I'm just saying, you're not helping the cause, and you're making him more famous, and you're just putting more fire on the fuel on the fire. So yeah, that's all I say. And yeah, guys, only be sort of deranged, lunatic hater about politicians. Like, you can talk bad about people who aren't in politics, but like, when you're talking about guys who don't have any control over the government, it's gay. Sorry. But listen, guys, that's it for today. And yeah, see you next time. Thank you.